Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I am so glad that you could be here with me today. I know a lot of you are sleeping in today, lounging, you have a lot of family stuff going on. So whether you're joining me live or you're joining me later in the day, it's all good, and I'm so glad that you could be here today. So, sorry, I just want to adjust the camera a little bit. So what we're going to do, just so you know what to expect, is that we're going to do a little bit of intention setting and a little breathing work, and you know, just how to set the groundwork for the new year. And then after that, we'll do our yoga practice. So if you want to grab a piece of paper, fine, but you know, you can always, the dogs are excited for the new year. You can grab a piece of paper, but you can always review this stuff later, you know, watch it because it is recorded. And so you can watch it at a later time and take notes. So I'd rather that you just really take it in now and, you know, really focus on yourself rather than worrying about writing things down. So first of all, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Karen Dubs, and my business is called Flexible Warrior Yoga, Health, and Wellness, because I'm now a health coach as well as a yoga teacher. And a little bit about my story, and the reason I'm a health coach is because I have my own autoimmune disease. It's called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I also had Lyme's disease. And those two, I'm laughing because of course the dogs choose this time to play, but hey, we're live, so it is what it is. You know, the reason that I became a yoga teacher is because I could no longer do the fitness stuff that I had grown up doing since I was 17 years old. I've been in the fitness industry since I was 17, and now I'm 48, so over 30 years. And so what led me to all of this is trying to heal myself. And so now that I'm healed, and it's a never-ending journey, I want to help others do the same. And so yoga and self-care and nutrition are what have brought me this far. So what we're going to start doing is, again, what I said is setting an intention. And so intentions are very much like setting goals, except what the focus is on how you want to feel rather than negative things like, you know, everyone wants to lose weight in the new year. And then about 2 weeks into the new year, about 87% of people drop out. 87% of people. And then I also read that over a 10-year span, people write the same goals and resolutions 10 years straight and never achieve them. And so that's just not, that's no way to live, right? That's not good. So what I do instead, and what I've been doing, this is my 5th year, is I do what's called One Word. And I'm going to talk you through it a little bit, but you can go to their website. It's getoneword.com. And on that website, you can get their worksheet, which will help kind of guide you through it. And I'm going to talk you a little bit through it today too. But if you want that reference, it's getoneword.com. And there's a worksheet that can kind of help you pick out your one word for the year. And it might sound a little overwhelming, like one word for the whole year, but you can narrow it down. And the good thing about that is it all kind of streamlines and works towards something positive rather than being negative. And that for most people just really doesn't work, you know? So what I'd like for you to do is just consider and think about how you want to feel. Okay, how do you want it to feel? And if you're not sure, think about how you don't want to feel. Think about, you know, I don't want to feel bloated. I don't want to feel tired. I don't want to be grumpy. I don't want to be, you know, insecure. So those are all things that you are negative and that you don't want to feel. But if you consider then the opposite of that, that will tell you maybe how you do want to feel. You want to feel joyful. You want to feel energized. You want to feel confident. You want to, of course, be happy and healthy. And so those are just some, you know, words, and you can dig a little bit deeper from that, but that's a good place to start. Like, how do you want to feel? All right. Again, you don't have to write it down right now. Just kind of put that in your head, and then start to consider what actions you need to take in order to feel that way. And I know for a lot of people, time and money and stress, so these are all obstacles that can get in your way for you getting what you want or getting from where you are to where you want to be. So that's really important to consider too. So think about how you want to feel, how you don't want to feel, and then the obstacles that are in your way that you can work through to get you from where you are to where you want to go. And then in addition to that, I love this time of year to consider a list of things that no longer serve you, whether it's relationships, whether it's thoughts you're thinking, maybe it's foods you're eating, what doesn't serve you anymore, and make that part of your intention. Okay, and so I'm gonna again give you, once we're done with the video today, I will post the link to oneword.com or getoneword.com, and that will help you, go through all of this. But just for today, think of something positive, think of something how that reinforces how you want to feel, and that will be your intention for our yoga practice today. Okay, so just hopefully you have some water, and I'm taking my socks off now. Get your socks off, roll out your yoga mat, and we're going to do about 15 to 20 minutes of yoga, and we're really going to focus on sun salutations today, because to me, if I'm not going to do anything else, I take about 8 to 10 minutes most days. Like 90% of my days, I will start with sun salutations. And the reason that I do that is because I don't have time for a lot more than that, number one, in the morning anyway. And I feel like that one thing can just set the tone for the day. So that's what we're going to do today, because we're going to salute the new year with our sun salutations. So go ahead and make your way to the mat. And I'm just going to move this chair out of the way. And don't forget, after class today, we're going to do hangover cure smoothies. So we're going to do our yoga first, but just make sure you join me for the second segment too. So join me on my mat. And hopefully you can see me. So I want you to stand up as tall as you can. And we are going to start with a little bit of ab work. And again, like I said, sun salutations. So the first and foremost thing you want to do is stand up tall. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, ground your feet into the earth, pull your belly in, and reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Relax your hands down by your side. Take a huge breath in to salute the new year. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now this will be all level, so if you are more advanced, you are welcome to just do some more advanced poses on your own. Feel free to do that. Okay, one more time. Deep breath in. And then all the way out. We're going to reach up to the ceiling again and take a little lateral flexion, stretch to the side. So you can grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and stretch over to the side to open your side waist. Inhale, come back to center, and let's go ahead and switch and do the same thing on the other side. So stretch to the other side, and then inhale, come back to center, and relax your hands down by your side. So we're going to do sun salutation A first, so take a deep breath in again, and take a little bit of a back bend this time, so reach up and back, and then bend your knees and come all the way into a forward fold, and take a huge lunge back with your right foot. So with your right foot lunging back, you want to pull your chest forward and pull your shoulders back from your ears. You want to squeeze your right knee as straight as you can and drop your hips really low to the ground. Go ahead and bend your right knee and put it on your mat. You can point your right toes so the top of your foot is flat to the mat. Take a huge breath in, let your palms touch over your head, and then exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. So if you were out late last night, and maybe you're feeling a little rough or a little tired this morning, just go through these motions anyway and do whatever you can. Okay, it's important that you just show up, and you're here now, so make every effort to do the best you can with each pose. You're going to bring your hands on either side of your left foot, curl your right toes under, squeeze your right knee straight, and step your right foot up to meet your left foot. Now you're going to bring your hands to your shins for halfway lift, so lengthen your tailbone way out behind you, pull your belly in, pull your shoulders back, stretch out your hamstrings, and then exhale, bend your knees, round your spine forward to forward fold. Come all the way up to standing. We're going to take a huge breath in, and then we're going to start again on the left leg. So take a dive out, forward fold. Again, bend your knees if your hamstrings are feeling pretty tight this morning. Big lunge back with your left foot. Plug your fingertips into the mat. Open your chest, lift your heart, squeeze your back knee straight. Take a deep breath in through your nose, because that's what brings the energy in, deep breath. And then exhale, release your left knee down to the mat. Point your left toes so the top of your left foot is flat to the mat. Take a huge breath in. Let your palms touch over your head. Feel a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. So huge breath in, brings that energy in. Greeting the new year. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale. Let your palms touch. And then bring your hands on either side of your right foot. Curl your left toes under, squeeze your left knee straight, and then step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Line up your toes so your feet are side by side. Halfway lift, hands to your shins. Pull your belly button in. Exhale, round your spine and come into forward fold. Relax your neck. Inhale, come up to standing. Let your palms touch over your head. Ground your feet into the earth. Exhale, hands in prayer, your heart center. We're going to begin again and add on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big dive out. Halfway lift, hands to shins, belly in, shoulders back. Lengthen out your spine, strengthen your back muscles. Forward fold, big lunge back with your right foot. So we're just in this high lunge. You want to squeeze your right knee as straight as you can. Drop your hips low, and then we're stepping to plank. So that's right into the top of a push-up position. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Plant your palms into the mat. Pull your belly in, and really open your heart forward. Now, if you want to modify, you're welcome to bend your knees now. Okay, if this feels like a lot for you, bend your knees and put them on the mat. Otherwise, keeping your legs straight, shift to your toes, bend your elbows, let your elbows slide by your rib cage. All the way to the mat. Now we're going to back bend into cobra. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths because opening the heart and lifting through the posture is so healthy for your back. You can stay a little lower if your back, is a little sensitive or you want to do a little less. Honor your body and do what's good and right for you. Either way, one more deep breath in. And then release onto your belly. We're going to push to child's pose. So hips settle back to heels, forehead to the mat. And with your forehead resting on the mat, I want you to check in with that intention that you set. How do you want to feel? Take 3 breaths in child's pose, focusing breath in how you want to feel. And then as you exhale, letting go of what no longer serves you. Do that one more time. Deep breath into the low back. Bring in the new. Bring in the goodness. Exhale what no longer serves you and relax. Let it go. On your next inhale, shift forward into your hands. Curl your toes. Our first downward facing dog. So curling the toes, lift the tailbone up, and pedal the heels. So bend your left knee, drop your right heel. Bend your right knee, drop your left heel. And then just continue to pedal right and left. Keep pulling the belly in and back so you're strengthening the abdominal wall. And then let both heels sink down. Lift your right leg straight to the ceiling, pushing through your palms. Lift, lift, lift that leg. And then step your right foot up and through your hands. So we're back in lunge. Lifting the left foot up to meet the right foot, step forward. Halfway lift, hands to shins, belly in, pull it in and up, strengthen the abs. Exhale, round your spine, forward fold, let it go. Come up to standing, huge breath in, reach for the sky. And then hands to heart center. We're going to begin again. You should be feeling a little bit warmer. I know I am. Inhale, reach up, ground through your feet, reach for the sky, big breath in. Exhale, big dive out, forward fold. Relax your neck completely. Look forward, slide your hands to your shin, lengthen out, and make sure you're pulling the belly in and up to strengthen the abs. Exhale, fold, big lunge back with your left foot. Okay, so when you get into your lunge, I want you to squeeze your left knee as straight as you can. Drop your hips as low as you can. Lift your heart and open up your posture. Take one more breath here in your lunge, and we're stepping to plank, so you're right into the top of a push-up. So, in your plank here, this is a great core strengthener. I want you to squeeze your thighs, pull your belly in, push through your hands. Think of opening the chest forward, but pulling the shoulders back. Feel free to bend your knees here if this is too much. Otherwise, with straight legs, bend your elbows right by your rib cage. And you can either come into cobra, which is the back bend we did before, or feel free to come into upward facing dog, which is balancing on the tops of your feet and between your hands so your hips are up. Either way, lift your heart and take a huge breath in. And then downward facing dog, push through your hands, lift your tailbone, and drop your heels. And go ahead and pedal your heels out right and left again if you like. So get that good calf stretch. Let your head and neck relax completely. Drop both heels, pushing through both palms. Lift your left leg up as high as you can. And then step your left foot up between your hands. And by the way, if it doesn't make it all the way forward, don't stress about that. This is not about perfection, and there is no such thing as being bad at yoga. People say, I'm bad at yoga. Not the case. Grab onto that foot, help it forward. Today's your first day. This is a starting place. You will get there with practice and patience. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Line up your toes. Halfway lift, belly in, shoulders back. Open up your heart. And then exhale, round your spine, let it go, forward fold. Come up to standing, inhale, remember the intention you're set. Okay, come back to that positive intention. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna go a little faster, you ready? Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Look forward, halfway lift, belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, big lunge back with your right foot, open your heart, pull your shoulders back from your ears. Step to plank right into the top of your push-up, strengthen your whole body, squeeze your belly muscles in and up. Bend your knees to the mat to modify if you like. Otherwise, lower to the mat with straight legs, elbows in tight to the ribs. Inhale to your back bend, opening up your heart, cobra or upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Now use your core to lift your hips up. Land in your downward facing dog and remember your intention. Breathe into that intention, lift your right leg high, and then step your right foot up in between your hands, grab onto that foot, help it forward so that your knee is right out over your ankle. Take an inhale, lift and open your heart, step your left foot up to meet your right foot, line up your toes. Halfway lift, do the best you can, and don't worry about the rest. It will come with practice. Come up to standing, inhale, reach for the sky, press through your feet, long through the sides of your waist, exhale, hands to heart center. Begin again, begin again, begin again. Start over. Inhale, exhale, fold in half. Look forward, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold, big lunge back, left foot. Step to plank, top of your push-up. Squeeze your belly in, squeeze your thighs. Bend your knees if you want to modify. Otherwise, lower down with straight legs, halfway or all the way. Back bending into cobra or upward facing dog. Take a huge breath, smile. Downward facing dog. Good. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Make sure your knees right out over your ankle and help it forward if it needs. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot, line up your toes. Halfway lift, take a huge breath in. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Come all the way up to standing, inhale. And then exhale, hands in prayer. Good. Now I want you to go ahead and have a seat. And sorry, someone just sent me a message. I had to get it out of my way. Go ahead and have a seat. Now the goal with all of that we just did for the last 10 minutes, see what a difference 10 minutes can make? See? That's why I do it most days. I can't say every single day because stuff happens, but 10 minutes a day of that, right? If you did that for 365 days, can you imagine how much more strong and flexible you'd be? So the goal with all of that was to build heat, flexibility, strength, and a little bit of balance. So I want you to just go ahead and have a seat. If your back's kind of tight and you're not comfortable sitting like in cross-legged position, feel free to lie down, that's okay. Or sit up on a pillow or a chair, that's good too. Again, no judgment, let go of expectations. Either way, rest your hands down onto your lap or onto your knees, close your eyes. Take a huge breath in. Again, think about how you want to feel. How do you want to feel? Breathe into that. Exhale, let go of negativity, let go of what no longer serves you. Just let it go. You know, I had to give up coffee, I had to give up drinking alcohol, I had to give up a lot of things that I don't really care. I feel so much better. Let go of things that don't serve you. Okay, let's just take a moment here. Close your eyes, just notice the energy flowing through your body from just that 10 minutes. It's really hard to find quiet and stillness, but sometimes finding that one word, that intention, that goal, comes with being a little quiet, a little still, and really taking the time to listen to your innermost thoughts. Maybe when you're driving in the car, turn the volume down, turn the radio or the talk shows off for a little while, just to listen to your own inner thoughts. So I just want you to take the next minute just to be still and breathe and let thoughts come to you. Let your breath be smooth and easy, in and out through your nose. Even breath in, and even breath out. Again, just taking a moment to check in, to contemplate how you want to feel. what you want to draw into your life this new year. And sometimes that does mean letting go. Just like when you're cleaning out your house and donating to Purple Heart or to Goodwill, you have to make room. You have to get rid of stuff in order to make room for more of the good stuff that you want. So what can you let go of? Just take a few more seconds here. And again, don't stress, don't worry if you haven't quite become crystal clear on that intention or that one word. It's okay. You have plenty of time, and you can always change your mind. So if you pick a word like peace or joy or health, you can't go wrong, but you can always change your mind. It's never too late to switch directions, right? Okay, one more deep breath in. Lift up and sit as tall as you can. Open your posture. Lift your heart. Relax the tension from your shoulders. Okay, you guys, that was enough of a rest. And this is New Year, so we want to try to, work on our strength and our perseverance too, right? So we're going to continue on to like phase 2, and that is a little bit of core strengthening, a little bit of abdominal work. And again, coming back to the sun salutations, we're going to add on sun salutation B, which is going to add some warrior poses on, because warriors are all about strength and perseverance and challenging ourselves, getting out of our comfort zones a little. So again, as we work through this, work at your own pace. You can certainly go faster than what I'm doing, because I'm sort of not a real fast, high energy person. But you can certainly go slower too. So do what serves you the best. Listen to your body. All right, go ahead and lie down on your back. Just take your hands onto your belly so that the thumbs are kind of right over the belly button and the fingertips are pointing down towards the pelvis. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, by the way, walk your toes and your knees together to touch. So the big toes and the knees are touching. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, so activate your inner thighs. Pull your pelvic floor up and press your low back flat into the floor, so you really feel your abdominal wall drawing inward. Okay, let's do that again. Take a deep breath in, fill up the belly. And as you exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, flatten the abdominal wall, and press your low back down. Okay, so from that position, it's known as imprint in Pilates, you're going to go ahead and pick your feet up from the floor. And with your feet up from the floor, I want you to keep your knees out over your hips. You're going to tap your right foot down, keep your low back pressing into the floor, and lift it up and tap your left foot down. And that's all we're going to do for right now. Now listen, we're going to work hard for about 7 minutes straight. And then we're going to be done, and we're going to work on smoothies then at that point, if you're joining me for that. So for the next 7 minutes, I want you to kind of dig deep and work hard, and maybe you'll even build a sweat. Okay, so if this is feeling like enough for you for abdominal wall, I want you to stay here, especially if your back's an issue. If you feel like you can do a little bit more, straighten your legs, and they don't have to be all the way straight, but if your hamstrings are tight, a little bend in the knee is fine. Reach through the toes either way, and then you can do a modified version of straight leg, lowering and lifting. So either you're doing the bent knee version that we started with, or you're doing the straight leg version, okay? Either way, I'd like for you to breathe, okay? Don't hold your breath. The breathing is inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Try to really reach through your toes. Keep the belly pulling in and the low back pressing into the floor, okay? You got it? How about 4 more? Keep reaching through the toes. 3, 2, hang in there, and 1. Okay, now from there, take your tailbone, lift it up a little bit. Put your hands on the floor right underneath your sacrum. Bend your knees again. You'll inhale, tap the toes to the floor. Exhale, lift them back up. Okay, so both toes are lowering down to touch and lifting up. So if this is feeling okay, not too hard for you, again, you know what's coming, right? Straight leg version. How about 10 of them? Either way, 10 more. 10. And if you can do it, if your back's not an issue, if you can do it with your hands just by your side rather than under your pelvis, then that's fine too. Or under your sacrum, I should say. So let's do, how about, because I lost count because I was talking, 6 more. Okay, here we go. 6, reach through your toes, flatten your abdominal wall. 5. Hang in there. So in the yoga world, the navel chakra, which is what we're working on right now, is home of perseverance and doing hard things, right? So when you strengthen your navel chakra, you're more likely to be able to persevere with other challenging areas of your life. So that's why we're doing this right now. How about 2 more? Inhale, exhale. Hang there with me, you guys. Inhale and exhale. Take a short rest, hugging your knees to your chest. Okay, we've got one more round. So a modified version again we'll start with, and then I'll give you the more advanced version. Hands behind your head. We're just going to do an old school bicycle because, believe it or not, that is still one of the best ways to activate your abs. Keeping your knees bent, right elbow to left knee, and then left elbow to right knee. Okay, switch it up. And if you want to stick with this bent knee version, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, straight legs, right? Flex through the heels this time. Flex your feet because that helps to activate your legs a little bit more. Okay? And try to, now instead of thinking about leading with your elbow, think about leading with your shoulder to opposite knee. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to balance and boat. Now do the best you can. Bring your hands into your thighs. Rock a little bit on your low back and catch your balance. Now, if you're not on carpet like I am, it might be a little bit more challenging on your back or your tailbone, but do the best you can, okay? Balance and boat. Focus your eyes right out in front of you, and then if you can, start to straighten your legs, and then let go with your hands underneath your thighs. Now, you can keep your knees bent, okay, that works too, but either way, try to let go, and do the best you can to hold your balance for 3 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Make your way to plank. So we're going to keep working, like I said. Now, if you're joining me for the January Jumpstart, we're going to be doing this kind of stuff every single day for 6 days straight. So you will definitely build strength in a short amount of time. Bring your elbows, bend them down, either halfway or all the way down. Come into your cobra, back bend, upward facing dog, or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Now the sun salutations we did earlier, we're coming back to that. So inhale, bring your right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot up and through your hands. Now we're adding on some warrior poses. I want you to pivot your left heel flat and come all the way up to warrior 1. So I need you to bend this front knee as deep as you can so the knee is right out over the ankle. Hands can come to the front thigh and push your chest back so you're lifting your posture. Inhale, arms to the sky. Deep bend in this front knee, strengthening that front thigh. Excellent job. Take a huge breath in. And then bring your hands to heart center with your exhale. We're doing warrior 2 next. So that just means you're going to bring your right hand towards me, left hand back behind you. Now just put your right hand on your right knee and push your knee open a little bit because sometimes it pulls in like this. So you want to keep it tracking right towards your middle toe. Reach forward and back, strength of a warrior. Now pull your belly in, drop your tailbone, take 2 more breaths. Deep breaths in and out through the nose, crown of the head to the sky. And then reach your right hand to the ceiling, bring your left hand back towards your left calf or right behind your left knee. Bend your right knee even deeper. And then exhale, bring your hands on either side of your right foot. Step to plank. Strengthen your abs, squeeze your thighs, bend your elbows halfway or all the way to the mat. Come into your cobra or upward facing dog. Take a huge breath in, stretch out your abs, lift your heart. And downward facing dog. Use your core to lift your hips up. Now left foot to the sky, take a deep breath in. And left foot steps up and through your hands. Pivot your back heel flat, now ground the outside edge of your back foot. Keep this left knee right out over your ankle as you reach up through your hands, and you can have your hands on your thigh if you need some support. Either way, lean back to align your posture. Huge breath in, and then hands at heart center as you exhale. Open out, warrior 2, okay? So just for the warrior 2, your left hand is forward towards me, your right hand is reaching behind you. Lift your chest, pull your belly in, drop your tailbone. Grab onto that left knee and press it open a little bit so it's right out over your middle toe. Take an inhale. Strength and perseverance, a little bit deeper into that warrior 2. And then left hand to the sky, huge breath in. And then hands on either side of your left foot. Now the right heel will pivot up and you'll step to plank. Top of your push-up, strengthen your core, squeeze your thighs, bend your elbows, lower down. Take a deep breath in as you back bend, open and lift your heart, and then downward facing dog. exhale. Look to your hands, step forward, line up your toes at the top edge of your mat. Pull your belly in, halfway lift, shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, forward fold. We're gonna sit into chair pose. So chair pose is like a squat. Just bring your hands to your thighs for a second, lift and open your chest, and drop your tailbone as low as you can. Now squeeze your inner thighs as we practice with the abs. Weight is in your heels so your toes feel light. Bring your hands to prayer, or you can reach your arms all the way out and up so your arms are by your ears. Now we're gonna work on a little bit of balance. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little challenging. Staying in your chair pose, bring your left ankle over your right knee in a standing balanced pigeon. Now if you're on carpet like I am, it's a little bit harder, but you know, why would we do it if it was easy? You're not gonna build anything from that. This is opening up your hip, strengthening your quad, and working on balance. So if you can, go a little bit deeper. And if you want to, you can actually even grab onto your calf or your ankle. Otherwise, just keep your hand on your knee and your ankle. And again, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about starting. Okay, let's come back to chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Sit a little bit deeper in your chair. So weight is in your heels. Lighten up those toes. Take a huge breath in. And then exhale, let's switch sides. So ankle over the thigh, knee pushing out so you feel that stretch in your hip, yeah? And then go ahead and drop it down. And if you can, grab onto your calf or your ankle. Otherwise, just keep your hand on your knee and your ankle. It's all good. Wherever you are, have a little sense of humor with it, especially if you're falling out. Try again. Just keep trying until you get it. Go ahead and come back to chair. So we're working on that strength in our thighs. Sit a little bit deeper, and then take a huge breath in. Straighten out your legs and reach up and back. Forward fold, dive all the way out of it. And child's pose. Right knee back, left knee back, and hips to heels. Forehead to the mat. Deep breath in. Reflect on your intention. Exhale, acknowledge what you can let go of, and relax into child's pose. And then go ahead and come all the way up to sitting and cross your legs. Okay, so just finishing up here because the time goes really fast, at least it does on my end. So that was a good like 20, maybe a little bit more, minutes of athletic, heat building, strength building yoga. So while you're warm and you have built up that prana, prana is life force energy, you feel it flowing in your body right now. So while you're there, it helps to quiet your mind. So let's take one more opportunity to just reflect and reset our intention. You can let your hands rest down onto your knees. Lift and open your heart. Again, if your back is a little sensitive, feel free to lie down on your back or sit up on a chair or some pillows. And either way, try to take the longest, slowest breaths in and out through your nose as you can to help ground and settle and calm you. Huge breath in through your nose. Long, slow exhale, relaxing tension from your jaw, from your neck, from your shoulders. Do that one more time. Take a deep breath in. And long, slow exhale. Just take a few moments here to again reflect. Ask yourself the question, how do I want to feel in this new year? What can I let go of that no longer serves my highest potential on this planet? What action can I take today to move myself from where I am to where I want to be? And maybe it's as simple as getting a good night's sleep or drinking more water. It doesn't have to be complicated. And that's what we're going to be working on again during our 5-day Yoga and Superfood Challenge, January Jumpstart. So bring your hands together at heart center. Bow in honor of yourself for carving out this 30-minute time slot in your busy schedule. Honor yourself for making it a priority. Take a huge breath in, look up, watch your palms touch, reach to the sky and all the potential and possibilities that lie ahead of us. And then exhale, bring them into your heart center. So at the end of the yoga practice, we say namaste, which means the light within me honors and acknowledges that same light that is within you, because we're really all the same. Ultimately, we're all the same, and we're all here in order to be the best we can be so that we can share that positive energy with others. So with that, I say namaste. Thank you so much for being here, and I will be back in about 5 minutes to work on our superfood smoothies. So I hope you'll join me for that. It's nothing too crazy. It's maybe stuff that you have in your house. You know, just collect a few things. If you have coconut water, if you have, you know, banana, these are some of the basic things we're gonna have. These are stuff that I just store in my house all the time now. But come back in about 5 minutes and we'll work on some smoothies to kick off the new year. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day.